Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 78 of Direwolf20 Server Play Series. Hanging out with T-Love again today. T-Love, I'm going to write a program for recursive crafting, I think.
Do it, please.
That would be cool, right? So I figured out there was something I did a little bit wrong last episode, which is not surprising because last episode was me learning how this program works. Get smart ingredients returns -1 if you don't have all the required items, and it returns 0 on success. But otherwise, it'll return the number of items that are requested. So that's why I was getting a 1 instead of a -1 here. So this program should actually, I did kind of have it right. So it's going to be, this guy will be -1 as a matter of fact, not 1. And that should be good. But there's a few things we need to do to tweak this program and make it behave the way we want it to. And I'm going to wind up like rearranging some stuff here, so don't mind me. So
Rearranging what? So you're talking about the building or what's inside?
no, inside the programmer.
All right.
Cool. So here's the deal. One of the things we need to do before we start crafting, right? So these slots over here on the right are available for putting items into, right? So let's take the example of the chest, right? Let's say that we need to craft a chest, right? So first we have to turn 2 birchwood into 8 planks, but we can only do one operation at a time, right? So the first time we're going to do it, we're going to do 1 birchwood becomes 4 planks, then we're going to do it again, 1 birchwood becomes 4 planks, and then those 2 sets of 4, which is 8 planks, turns into a chest, right? Now the second iteration through that, when we have 4 birchwood, we don't want to pull them into and clog up this inventory. So as a result, we're going to add a new opcode here, which is test and lock. Cool. And we're just going to name this a unique identifier. So it could be like 1 or whatever you want. So in this case, it's going to be 1, right? So we're going to lock the inventory so that items aren't allowed into it. So we're going to block it so that basically we can't put stuff in there before we try to do stuff. And then we're going to do some other changes. So I'm basically going to write this and then explain it to you guys. So this here, this here. We're going to put an unlock here. You're going to be unlock 1. So basically we're going to say, first thing we do is lock the inventory so that we can't put items in there. And then we're going to get ingredients smart. We're going to try to get ingredients smart, and this should be cool. I think this is right. So let's see. Yeah, this here. And then if it's -1, then you failed. So go down there and fail. Otherwise, I'm going to put another unlock here, release lock. We're going to name you 1. We're going to check the last input to be equal to 0, which means success. So if it's successful, we want it to craft. And if it's not successful, we want it to wait, like, I think 20 ticks. And the wait operation is actually here now. So wait 20 ticks. And then lock it again. Name 1. Cool. So this is complicated, but trust me, it will make sense eventually. And then this, and then this, and then we can unlock name 1. And then this, right? I think this is going to work for me. You, and you. So hopefully I'm correct in that this is all I need to do to implement recursive crafting. Okay, so all that's in there is birchwood, and I'm going to say make me a chest. Okay, see, that kind of makes sense that you're not working, but let's see. So kind of, let me tweak this a little bit. Oh, wait, hold on. This got moved. So this needs to be red, this needs to be green. See, those things are way too easy to move. That's another feedback I'm going to have for McJady, is that it's so easy to accidentally click these and put them. So what was happening is it was going and looping through here instead of proceeding. that makes sense. Okay. So assuming that that's groovy now, I should be able to now request a chest. Okay, apparently not. Apparently not. So something here. Okay, totally broke something again. Let's see. So first we lock one, and then we check in the inventory above and look at the cards in the north and slots 0 through 10. Really, I guess it could be just 0 through 9, right? So that should be fine. Destination is the up inventory. And then we're going to say if the last input was -1, if yes, then release the lock and say we failed. So if we don't have the stuff we need, release the lock and say we failed. If we do have the stuff we need, then if it's 0, it means we have everything we need. And if it's something else, it means we have to craft something else first. So if we have to craft something else first, we're going to release the lock, wait a second, re-implement the lock, and then test for the crafting of the next item, I think it is. And then if we're good, then we should be able to push, fetch, unlock, and we're good. Cool. Now that should be groovy, I would think. So that's the way McJady wrote it. But to me it doesn't make sense, because why do we lock it before we try and get the items? Because doesn't that prevent us from getting the items that we need? I would think. That's the way I would interpret it. But maybe I don't understand McJady's stuff here as well as I thought I did. But yeah, so that actually should be working. So let's put that in the processor again here. Let's do this. So you're just stuck on wait now, and you're not actually crafting, even though we do, in fact, have the items we need. So probably because it's locked, right? That's what I would expect. So push multiple items. This is pushing from here. Let me think about this for a sec. All right, I suspect that it's currently locked, and this checks to see if it's free before it locks it. Otherwise, it waits until it is free. So I'm going to make a redstone signal, unlock it. Does that sound cool? So we're going to want a lever. And we're going to put you in here. So this should remove the lock if I put a lever on this dude. Okay, and now I should be able to craft. Okay, cool, nice. Okay, good, so there should be no locks. Now let's request a chest, shall we? Hey, it worked! T-Love, it works! I don't fully understand it, but it works.
You don't understand it, but it works. Alright, show me how it works.
Well, look in the chest, and there's birch wood in there.
Indeed.
Alright, so now go over to the crafting station and request a chest.
I pushed it too many, sorry.
What'd you do?
I just pushed it twice.
Really?
What, it can't handle multiples?
Maybe not.
Stress tester.
So if you want it to do multiples, shift-click the chest. Cool?
Yeah, there it goes. Where'd the chest go?
It's in the inventory.
Oh, I see. Oh, there it is.
So I think it's working. So let me review the code with you guys so that we understand how it works. All right, guys, one more thing is I'm adding another core here, and I want to try this 2 things here. Ah, so that works now. All right, T-Love, I figured out why your thing got stuck, and I fixed it.
All right.
When you requested 2 chests.
Uh-huh.
So the processor can only handle so many operations at a time, and it's dependent on the number of CPU cores. So each CPU core can only handle 1 operation at a time, and when you requested 2 chests, you had 3 operations going. 1 for 1 chest, 1 for another chest, and 1 for wood. So that's 3 operations. And I originally only had 2 cores in there. So it was stuck for the 2 chests.
So it was lacking a core.
Yeah, the 3rd core is what allowed it to do the wood. So
Gotcha.
now it's cool. Now it probably won't work for 3, though.
Huh?
See, it's stuck.
Oh,
Because it can only handle 3 operations. But if I got another core, which, by the way, I can't shift click because they don't stack. Which is super annoying. But it's okay. That should be like this. It should be like that and that. And now it should work.
Seems to be.
Yeah, I agree. For the most part. It might need a reset. So we'll just cancel these. So now it's definitely going to work, I think. Yeah, it's going.
So,
nice.
So more cores, the better.
Yeah, pretty much. That's cool, right?
That is. That's good to know.
So I'm going to tweak this a little bit and change the wait timer to be 5 ticks and save that. Let's see if that's a little bit faster now. Yeah, it's definitely faster. Nice. I wasn't sure if it would be able to keep up, but it totally can, so that's good. All right, so let's review the code just for those of you who didn't quite get it, because I wasn't doing a good job of explaining, because I was learning at the same time that I was explaining, and that's troublesome. And now that I know there's a reset command, I don't really need to have this here. Reset should both release locks and clear all kinds of internal stuff. But basically, we say, when an event comes in that says we want to craft something, okay, we tell this crafting event which inventory has crafting cards. So we're saying the north inventory has crafting cards, okay? So look in the north inventory, then lock everything up. We want to check to see if the inventory above, up, has all the items we need. And the crafting cards, again, we tell it are on the north. And that should be all we really need to do. And we tell it slots 0 through 9 are where you can store items. And the destination inventory will be the up inventory. We check to see if the result of that operation is -1, because -1 on a get crafting ingredients smart means failure, means we don't have enough stuff. So for example, if we didn't have any wood in there and we requested a chest, it would just say, well, it should say failure. And it's not working. So I did something derpy. So my program doesn't work, but that's okay. I'll figure it out. So that should actually be happening properly, right? So -1 should come back as a failure. But failing that, it'll go up here, and it checks for 0, meaning 0 is we have the items we need right now to craft it. And if we don't have the items we need right now, we wait half a tick and then check again. But if we do have the items we need, it'll check with the next inventory. So that's where it's crafting the birch, and it'll say push them into the north inventory on the up, slots 0 through, we'll change this to 9. Not that it's probably too important, but that's cool. Those are the slots we can push, and then we fetch the items from the north down inventory and put them in slot 12. And then we unlock everything, and slot 12 becomes where we go. Cool. So that should be working pretty well. Let's reset you, just to make sure everything's good. So there's nothing in this inventory above. So if I tell you to go ahead and craft this, you should be failing, but you're not. So I don't know why that's happening. I'll look into it. Alright guys, good news. I discovered a bug in RF Tools Control, and McJady's gonna fix it. That's okay. We might fix it now. He said he can fix it, and then we'll update the server real quick and see. I'm just telling him it's no big deal if he can't do it now. He just offered to do it now. But basically, it should be outputting -1 when it doesn't have the ingredients in the chest, but it's outputting 0, which is letting the program continue. That's why it's getting stuck like that. But basically, everything I wrote is right. It's just RF Tools Control is a new mod with some bugs in it. Like, remember? That's what we said. So, this is an auto-crafting program. That's pretty neat. I like that. I need to let this settle in my brain before I can understand how I'm going to use it for some good purposes around the base. One thing I want to check on real quick is just to make sure that since my reactor's been running for a bit now. Oh, nice. These things are all full? Beautiful. That's what I like to see. You have some fuel rods. You have 6 quad fuel rods ready to go. This thing should have finished processing all its uranium. Well, it kind of did. Kind of in that it didn't, because I don't have enough inventory space. I need to fix that at some point. Well, that's fine. You can all go away. As can you and these things. Nice. Alright, so crafting cards are neat. We're going to have to play with that at some point soon and do some really cool stuff with it. For now, I'm just clearing this stuff out of this inventory. I should upgrade this to a diamond chest. Chest upgrade. Alright guys, let's try something a little different here. I'm going to get this dire node again. And we're going to reset this dude. By the way, this should have fixed my program. We just updated the server and got the new version. So if we just check this, now when we run this dude, inventory empty, and we request failed. Haha, look at that, nice. So if we say you should be failed. Cool. Okay, good deal. Nice. So we can just cancel this and be like, yeah, it's the wood plank thing is failing. Nice, so that worked. Beautiful. Now I would like to craft or autocraft things in one of these dudes, an alloy smeltery. So do we have an alloy smeltery handy? If not, I'm going to make a quick one. Alloy smeltery. I can make one real fast, I'm sure. I just need a machine frame, apparently. Nice. Cool. And let's see. I need some capacitors. I want to make it fast. Let's make a couple of you. And we'll make one of you. Cool. Good deal. Alright, so alloy smeltery. You're going to be on the east side of this node that is named dire. So let's do net setup dire. Found one node, found one crafting station. Cool. Now, let's see. We're going to want to basically say, so this one's pushing to the east. So let's actually put you to the east of the node. Okay. All right, how does this work? So we're going to want you to access the node instead of the processor, I think. Give me a sec. Okay, so I think I know what I need to do here. I think I need another workbench. So let's get another one of these. So workbench, you. And I'm going to teach this thing how to make... and by the way, I think I want another wireless doohickey. Is that cool? You can go there. Boom. Nice. Filling up. You can go in there too. So we want to make alloys. Let's teach it how to make energetic alloy. Gold, redstone, and glowstone. Okay. So alloy, one of these. Gold, redstone, and glowstone. You know what? I should actually have a stack of these just so I can test it proper. Gold. Cool. So then we'll have a crafting card that says redstone, gold, and glowstone equals energetic alloy. Okay. And we're going to put that in our crafting bench. Now, so this is going to be a little bit different. But yeah, you go in there. Crafting card goes in here. So now, this is a node named on the channel Dyer. The node is named Dyer. We're going to name it Dyer 1. Okay. So if I go net setup Dyer, you should find a node in crafting station. Cool. So channel Dyer, node Dyer 1. Cool. So then we want to write a new program, right? So we've already got this program that's running in this slot to access these inventories. So if I tweak this, we can say if we get a crafting event, inventory with crafting cards will be on the node, optional name of node in the network. And that is this, Dyer 1. So we're going to say, look for a crafting event, node Dyer 1. Okay, and the workbench is east. Okay, so Dyer 1 east. Okay, lock. The inventory that will have the items in it, I think we want to have it be here. Let's see if we can do this from a distance. I don't know if this will work. We're going to find out. Okay, so that'll still be the up inventory. We're not going to specify the node unless we wanted the inventory to be above the node. Okay, so then we will check to see if we have the items, if it fails, if it's good, if it creates the product, and then push multiple items. So we're going to push from inventory to slots 0 through 9 in the processor, and then no, we're going to push from here to Dyer 1 west. Okay, because this pulls them into the processor, this one pushes them into the inventory. Before, we were pushing them north into this guy. Now we want to push it from this node, Dyer 1, to the west direction. Cool. So that should be good. And then we want to fetch items, node Dyer 1, west. Can we pull out from the down? I think we can. We'll see. Slot, we might need to specify the slot, but we'll figure that out. Item, amount, slot out, 12, or dictionary, that should be cool, and then slot 12. So this might work. Crafting 2? Does that sound good? So if we pop this in here and we say that you can't use, okay. So we can't share inventory. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So let's make the output on this one be 11. So let's do that. So we will load you, which by the way, I have to fix this on the other card. But so slot 11 is where the crafting outputs are going to wind up. So slots 0 through 8. Slot out will be 11, and you will be 11. Save. Crafting. Okay. Put that in there. Now you're allowed to use 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You're no longer allowed to use these slots. Okay. Cool. Nor can you use these variables, let's say. We don't really use variables in this program, but that's okay. You can use these slots, which is 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So we'll say, 12 through 20, and then 21 will be your output. Okay? So 12 through 20 and 21 will be output. Remember to load your program first. So you go here, this to this, slot 12 to 20. Okay, and then that to there, that. Slots 12 to 20 are where we can pull from. And you're going to output to 21. Does that sound cool? And then you're 21. So save that guy as crafting 2. You go in there, and now tell me, can I craft alloys? Maybe not. So I'm going to try going from the chest above the node. So you are going to fetch items from the inventory above Dire 1's node. Okay. So we're going to try this out. You to there, save, crafting 2. So your Dire 1's east. Your Dire 1's up north. Card inventory north. Wait, card inventory should be Dire 1 north. Right? Dire 1 east. So yeah, card inventory, Dire 1 east. Okay. So this is crafting 2, right? Yeah, save that guy. So destination inventory. We'll leave that up and up for now. Let's clear this. I'm just going to try it again, because I had that card inventory wrong. I'm just trying to see if I can pull the items out of this chest and send them over there through the magics of computers and networking. If not, then I need to put the items in the chest above the node, which is not that big a deal, because I can work around that. Because once we get this hooked up to like the RF Tools inventory system, that should be cool. So I just want to double check that I didn't miss any other Dire 1s for my inventories where they should be. Dire 1 west down. That's where we're putting the items, and then we're getting them into slot 21, and then you're, okay, cool. So save, okay. You make sure to reset, and request alloy smeltery. Go! Come on, request, work! Ah, fail. Totally not working. Cancel. So let's try it like this. Missing internal slot. Interesting. So let's tell you, load you up. We're going to tell you to pull from Dire 1 up. So that should now pull from the chest that's above node Dire 1. Okay. So save that dude. Make sure you reset. And go. Missing internal slot, huh? I did something funky, so let me fix it. Alright guys, I'm making a few tweaks here. Basically, I'm running into a problem. For some reason, it doesn't recognize the existence of slots 12 through 20. That's what I keep getting this missing internal slot error for. So let's reset you again. Let's try and request this now. Okay. Hey, look at you smelting. Dude, what is up? Well, that's kind of cool. That totally kind of worked. Nice. All right, so that's pretty slick. And it came from here, too. So we don't need the chest above you. That's good to know. So it was able to transmit that stuff over there. So where did we go wrong? Slot 8 to 20. I think it expects it to be, like, super fast. So slot out can be 11. So we're pulling from the west down. Slot, I'm going to make you slot null, because maybe that's part of the problem. And you're going out to slot 11. Save you. So let's request another one. Boom. So you're running. Now it might just be the delay that we need to add in there. I don't know if we need a delay or not, but I'm thinking we might. So what if we delayed it? So the operation is to push items and then fetch items, right? So let's put a delay in here of like 3 seconds. Does that sound fair? 4 seconds? So let's do 100 ticks. So that's a 5-second delay. Okay. And see if that's what we need to do. So crafting2, save crafting2. Put you in here. And then do the request. So it's waiting. It's waiting. I can see the crafting occurring over there. Wait. Okay. So 5 seconds wasn't long enough, I don't think. So let's tweak that to like 7 seconds, because that's about how long it seems to be. So we'll make it 140 ticks. Save, crafting2. Okay, and craft. So it's on wait. It's waiting, it's waiting, it's waiting. A few seconds later, this should complete, and then this should say okay. Nice, and it gave me the energetic alloy. How cool is that? Now if I could only get you to behave with both programs, because you should be able to run in this slot. Right, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So let's do that, 12 through 17, and see if that works. So you should be 12 through 17. So you're going to be slots 12 through 17. That's where you're allowed to put items temporarily inside here. Okay. 12 through 17. And then this guy will push from slots 12 through... And since we're really only doing 3 items at a time, we should probably really be doing like 12 through 15, right? So let's do that actually. So 12 through 15, right? 12, 13, 14. So 12 through 14. And this will also be 12 through 14. And then wait. Okay. And then let's save that. Okay. And you should push to slot 15. How's that sound? And you can be slot 15. All right, so let's see if this works, right? So we'll save this dude. We will put you in this slot. So one thing we can do is put DB debug on. So let's reset you. You ready to test this? We're going to request the crafting of this, and then if we do DB info, it'll show me what all the cores are doing. Then I can do DB step, and it'll do one piece of code at a time. So now it's on, first it was on EV craft, which was this one, event craft. Now it's on do lock, which was this one. And then if we DB step again, missing core, oh right, I have to do DB step 0, get ingredients, missing internal slot. Why? I've totally given you access to these slots. Right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Right? 10, 11, 12. Right, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So you should be fine. I mean, I'll give you access to these guys if you want, but that shouldn't matter. Reset. Cancel this. So everything's working, except for some reason it doesn't want to pull into these bottom half inventories, which I don't understand why. This should be working from what I understand. Might be another bug. And if that's the case, it works, but I just can't have both programs in at the same time. But if he fixes the bug, then it works. Because we got it working, right? Like this crafted when we use slots 0 through 9. But if we're trying to use slots, you know, whatever slots we're using, what are we doing? 12 through 14, right? No go for whatever reason. And that's really the only thing we changed. So I don't know why that is the case. It's definitely weird. I want to just double check. Let's load you just to make sure, right? So the only slots that you're trying to go with are 12 through 14, right? So yeah, that's all that Pulls from the inventory above. The card inventory is at dire 1. Destination inventory is up, up. That should be good. Save it. Crafting 2. Go. So db step 0, db step 0. Missing internal slot. Weird. Don't know what that's about, but I think that's got to be a bug. So let's do db resume and reset. So this mostly works. Just something weird with the thing, right? So if I change this back, instead of slots 12 through 14, we did 0 to 2. And then you also have to be 0 to 2. And then we'll set the output to be 3 and set this output to be 3 and save you as crafting 2. We'll put you in this slot because you have access to those slots. And then we craft this guy. You gotta cancel him and then craft him again. Waiting. Cool. See, it did put them in slot 0 through 3, right? So something's funky. I don't know what it is, but I gotta figure it out. Anyway, let's wrap up the episode here, and we'll come back next time and play with this a little bit more. Maybe there's another bug that I'm running into, and maybe it's something that I'm doing wrong. But for the most part, I should be able to now have this crafter. We had both when we had both cards in there, right? So if we did that, and then we did that, right? So we had both sets of ingredients here, right? So if I request you, you're going into slots that you probably don't have access to. But I have to tweak a little bit. I've been playing too much, and I've broken something, but that's fine. See, oh yeah, look, there it goes. Oh, why did you go down there now? You went to where you're supposed to go? Oh, I get it. Relative slots. So the slots that these are available to is 0, 1, 2. Oh, I get it. Okay, so 0, 1, 2. Relative slots. So I was thinking this was 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I had to say 12, 13, 14. But because this is set up like this is slot 0 for this one, and this is slot 0 for this program. Got it. So 0, 1, 2 is going on there. Cool. Okay. Now I'm understanding. Totally made a mistake and figured out the problem at the same time. So slots 0 through 2 there, and then... Okay, cool. So that goes to that, that goes to that, this goes to this. This here, slot 0, 2, pushes, goes this way, waits. Save, crafting 2, okay. Net setup dire. Just work. Why? I'm gonna have to reset this again. We were gonna wrap up and then we're not because... Oh, hello. What did you do now? Stop. Stop. Stop doing what you're doing. You are being a derp. I definitely broke something. But that's okay. I'll fix it off camera. Maybe we'll get it working in a minute. I think I found my derp. These were reversed. This red and green here. So if I'm right, let's make sure this is saved now. Make sure this is reset. Make sure this isn't doing anything. So you ready? Come on, work. Craft. It's going. It's totally working. It's totally working. Waiting. Okay. Hooray, it worked. Look at that. And then I can also request, provided that there is oak wood in here. It took me to the very end after I gave up, and it worked. Wood, birch, planks, please. There you are. So if this is here, this should still work, right? So we should be able to say that. So maybe I broke something. All right, I'm not worrying about it. It's wrapping up point. Gotta sign off for now. Darryl20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the program that I made here and all the fun I had playing with it and all that cool stuff. But for now, we gotta wrap up. So Darryl20 signing off. Take it easy, guys. All right, guys. I know I said wrapping up point already, but I just fixed it real quick. It was one mislabeled thing. So this should craft. Boom, boom, boom. and this should craft. Boom. Crafting. All right, now really wrapping up point. Double 20 signing off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Take it easy again.